All right, good morning. So we're up at 3:30.
Yeah, it's about 3:30. We're gonna get an extra hour because we went forward in time yesterday, so sun's gonna come up at 6:30 today, not 5:30 yesterday or whatever, because of the time zone change. This hotel was good. I wish I could stay in bed though, man. It's so cozy. But it's gonna get hot today, and I can't get stranded in North Platte because the hotels here are expensive. They hit me with a surprise charge for $25 for a pet this morning, but it was declined. I called them and I was like, Victoria said it was just gonna be $175 yesterday. But it's too early to be worried about anything but really getting out and enjoying the bike. This is our time to ride, so it's about 3:45. We're gonna try to get out here about 4:15. That'll give us a couple hours before sunrise. And then there's a town up here that has a Super 8. It's gonna be like 100 degrees today, so we're just gonna head to a cool place to stay.
I'm watching. She's not getting enough screen time. I know. This has been hard. This has been getting hard. It's kind of impacted our relationship. Yesterday, after our ride, I didn't want to hang out with Marilyn at all. I was so tired. I was frustrated. I was irritable, like that, just like that. She's like, bro, come on. We gotta go for a 0 day. I think that Super 8 we're gonna try to aim for today. I think we're gonna try to stay there for 2 days. All right, I don't know where we're gonna end up or how this day is gonna end up, but it's early enough that it's not hot yet, but the humidity is what the guy said that we're dealing with. So we're dealing with 95% humidity, he said, which is crazy. And today is gonna be 100 degrees. So I ended up squaring out with the guy in the La Quinta who handles billing. He just didn't charge me the $25. So this town has the biggest rail yard in the world, I believe. It's famous for Buffalo Bill. He had a house or a ranch out here. And then this is the confluence of the North Platte and the South Platte. So I'm about to cross over the North Platte to take a right on I-80 alternate. And I wonder if that's why the prices are jacked up, to keep like dirt bags away. I'm a dirt bag. I think that's what it's called. All right.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
Grateful for this cool part of the morning. Doing a little gratitude pedal right now. Thankful for the warm shower I just had. Oh, the humidity is because of corn. So this is...
At the stop sign, turn right onto US 30 East.
And we'll take that through small town after small town on our way to the next pet-friendly hotel to, especially today, try to beat the heat again. We're just making our way down to cooler territory ourselves. I guess it stays pretty hot out here and doesn't fluctuate temps much. So we'll go to where that does occur, or where we can take shorter days because of the close proximity to towns. So other people's judgment of the day, they're in air conditioning most of the day, or they aren't crossing America, so their goals aren't really enriched like mine are. So with like today, getting closer to towns adds a lot of value to finding more camp spots, meeting more people, finding more opportunities. Still kind of straggling in the West, where it's kind of every community for themselves type vibe. Glad to be getting out of that bottleneck. Also really grateful I got to experience it. All right, I'm gonna ride now. Maxwell, 12 miles, Gothenburg, 33 miles. What's also important to really praise God for today, Sunday. So this is day 13 or 14, is the low traffic. This shoulder, since like 15-20 miles west of here, real bumpy. So I'm finding myself in the middle of the road, and yesterday in the morning, it was getting later mid-morning, it was 9 o'clock or so. It was very difficult because there was so much traffic coming in and out of North Platte that this beautiful Sunday morning we won't have to move around so much on the road. People will be generally, even in business, I found this at the hotel, the quietest time of the week is like 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. Right now it's 4:30 Sunday mornings. There it is. I don't know if I get to see it. I think we'll follow it. Oh, well, there it is in the dark. The North Platte River, baby. Amazing. We've been working our way toward this bad boy, following the South Platte. First we had to get up to the South Platte from southern Colorado and its desolation. Then we made it up, and now we're crossing the North Platte, and they become, I think they just become the Platte, and then they go into the Missouri, I believe, which goes into the Mississippi, I believe. All right, two cool things about traveling in the night, at least that I'm thinking of right away. By the time the sun comes up, you're in a whole different place, so it can look different. Also, there's, I was gonna say something about this here too. They're beeping. This shoulder, I prefer it over the main drag. Main drag is concrete, not blacktop. It's got little sections in it that you can kind of feel the bumps. This is smooth. I'm just rolling over this like chip seal shoulder. I need another 0 day because this morning I did not want to, like going to bed last night, I was like, man, I can just sleep in and rest up. But bro, you're on your own. Like, if it's so hot that I'm starting to tailspin with no option for a place to stay, and I induced that by sleeping in, oh, that would be so harsh. I gotta go. I just gotta go forward. Good morning, train. Good morning, son. I kind of beat you today. I got 20 miles to the Super 8, and we're just gonna shade up. Shade up, that's the plan. Shade up. I got some snacks in me right now, some Twizzlers. Not the best breakfast, but I was craving it, so let's do it. All right, welcome to Gothenburg. It's about over 12 miles away from Kozad, where there is a Super 8. We've stayed in this town before. There's the actual downtown. And our experience was, we stayed at a hotel in the outskirts over by the interstate, and it was real dumpy. So the next day I didn't get any really that good a rest. Smelled like smoke, run down. I go to a church, it was a Sunday, like today is a Sunday. And I would do that just to kind of put myself out there, and people would usually help me, whether it was a donation or, in that case, specifically, it was a heat spell like this over the hundreds, and a couple from the church, Dick and Tracy, he owned storage units, I think, on the other side of the highway, and he had an office which was like his man cave, and so it was super sick, y'all. Like, it was really cool, and I think we stayed there for a couple nights, and I can't wait to go back to like Kentucky and stuff. So yeah, 12 miles. We're just kind of doing on the cool down portion of the ride, listening to Loveline, Dr. Drew Pinsky, and Psycho Mike, old episodes. And we have $23 right now, so I think it's going to be about $120 to get an early check-in at the Super 8. So we'll pull over in the shade, and that'll be kind of the end of the day of the ride, and let Marilyn rest on some concrete. She loved laying on cool concrete. So good day, just pushing forward, y'all. Thank you for watching. Kim Spitzer, are you watching? Kim Spitzer and Kelly Halper, they are like locked in. I love it though. Women love to read. All right, this is Kozard, Kozark, Ozark, Kozarks, Kozad. Running rad, Kozad. So this is going over the railway. I think the Platte River is down here, and there's a cobblestone in the Suites I can see, and I can't see it, but I know there's a Super 8. I think I can see it. Formerly a roadway in, which they've served me well in Nebraska. So we're gonna pull aside. Actually, we're gonna pull inside, meet the lady who runs the place, and kind of park it in the shade and reach out to people, tell them about the trip, and that we need to get inside today. So I've messaged, or I've called fire departments, I've called churches, emailed churches to get some outside assistance with getting indoors, and it just hasn't lined up. So this was our backup plan for the day. We've got plenty of time to fundraise. We just need to park it in the shade somewhere, and there's plenty of shade, which is a very, very good thing. Grateful for today's ride, and let's find a way to land it inside. I'm gonna work tirelessly so that the next clip is me inside. Let's set our reticular activating system. Episode 10, y'all. Set it, baby. Kozad. So rad, Kozad, baby. Alright, this is the clip we were waiting for. The National Geographic Super 8 behind Maryland. Yeah, that's the end of the day. So it's about 9 o'clock right now. And yeah, it's gonna be a hot one today, hot one tomorrow as well. So take the morning to decide what to do, and go from there. I'll keep you guys updated. All right, Casey's. Sorry about that. There's the breakfast pizza, and there are some other options. So the breakfast veggie, I don't remember that being an option when I was here last time, but fantastic. Fresh tasting. With the rest of the money, I bought groceries, so let's go. All right, I can't remember what day it was. It's a testimony to God. when it was insufferable. I think it was yesterday I was complaining a little bit more. Oh yeah, because of the hotel situations. It was like gouge people for money in North Platte. So we're out here in Cozad, so it's 10 a.m. y'all. 10 a.m. Oh shit, my cardboard box. Maryland. I gotta get a cardboard box from this Pronto gas station so I can make her a litter box. And 10 a.m. we'll wrap up the day. 10 a.m. That way we can try to get to bed by 5 or 6. Get up about midnight or 1, something like that. Alright, she helped me up pronto. Holy smokes, I'm out here making Maryland's litter box. And it's so freaking hot. Tomorrow is supposed to be 6 degrees hotter. Not only hot, but humid too. So it's just like, it's unbearable. I'm going inside to watch reruns of ridiculousness. This is so flippin' awesome, bro. 10 a.m. Nebraska. Former roadway in. Now we're Super 8. Most incredible thing ever. I also think that I wrote them a letter like a year ago when I was bicycling across the country, because I had them saved on my phone, and I wonder if she remembers me, because she never responded. So I got a lot of that with being on the road, sending letters. Some people just wouldn't respond, and yeah, she might have been like, oh, this must be that guy. Alright, we're heating up Casey's burritos, fully naked, watching the hills. Is hanging out on the bed. She's actually kind of being weird, you know? Like you all are watching me on camera right now. You're actually watching the most weird puzzle tits. Just try that, cool. Hey, you're a Crippa-tits. Audience. Y'all are Crippa-tits. All right, it's 9:30 at night now. I'm at the Super 8. I wear a mouth guard. My buddy Matt Bowman sent me $200, so I'm gonna take a rest day tomorrow. I'm staying in that bed. All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I think today is day 14 because it's a Monday, and I left on a Monday, so it would be 2 weeks. Let's call it day 14, which is incredible. I feel like it's taken a lot longer to get out here, but we're here now. I mean, this is a really cool shot, right? Like that old windmill, it's probably been there since the 60s. Probably been there longer than that. And then this subtle little truck trail. It's humid. You can see that on camera. I just re-upped my stay here at the Super 8. There's town, there's Cozad, and it's just a really pleasant place. It's important to kind of get your head above water and take a look around where you're at. This is a peaceful part of Nebraska, but it comes after North Platte. So North Platte, I don't really like too much, unfortunately, for North Platte. But the plan for the day is to rest and get ready for tomorrow. I wonder what that is. Pause the video. I don't know what it is. I might not even put it in the video. I'll keep it in the video. I was gonna say something. Yeah, it's kind of hot. Just decided to not push it, so gonna get the day rolling. Just gonna hang out here. All right, at Burger King, early, 9 o'clock. They gotta play this stupid Rascal Flatts song. I'm already feeling lonely. Fucking hell, dude. Could be worse, y'all. Could always be worse. We got this spray painted Jeep SUV thing. And this young man was just tasked with climbing up there for something. They lean over the same way. I'm assuming that's his mother. And I think there's 2 people under the vehicle and a dog. This is just incredible. This is adventure. No, this is sad. This is sad, but this is life. Alright, it's 4:45 on Monday. And today was a really important day. I'm glad I picked this side to come out for a smoke. There's a family repairing their vehicle, and I just feel a little uncomfortable over there. Alright, so yeah, so we're getting close to 5 o'clock on the evening of Monday. Oh shoot, it's kind of sad. They used to have a flower garden here. I don't know if the woman, I'd like to think that the woman who runs this place, Geeta, she's no longer with her husband, her Indian husband. I don't know this for a fact, but she's solo. She's in the lobby. She spends her afternoons watching something on her tablet in the lobby. Anyway, I was feeling pretty discouraged this morning, like irritable. I was going out and I was pretty mad at the world. And my buddy Scott Graham, he's a pastor up in Oregon who I kind of grew up with, and he helped me to sort of remember that the most important thing that we can do is, you know, like Jesus said, or even the greatest commandment in Exodus 8 or wherever 4, is to love God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength, and then to love your neighbor as yourself. That's what Jesus said. The second greatest command is like the first one: love your neighbor as yourself. And so the wind's going to change tomorrow, and I'm not really committed to a specific destination as much as I am now recommitted to an essence, a presence, a learning to be loved, loving God, and loving others. And so it's the afternoon of our second rest day of the trip, and just wanted y'all to kind of bury that in your brains as I continue forward. This has been healing.